Okay guys, today we're going to do a recap on the trades that were taken. Today we had a total of 2 stocks traded. We had a total of 3 trades. So first we're gonna go over SRNE. SRNE. It was a morning gapper. It moved up from $5. So we'll jump in here. From $5 up to 630. It made this huge move here, so it showed that it could move. And this stock SRNE has been on the scanners for the past few days, so it was still a pretty hot stock to keep an eye on. So it moved from 540 up to 630, pulled back. So here we're watching for a bull flag. Here on the pullback, we're waiting for the new candle to make a new high. The entry would have been here at 603. We'll jump into the 1 minute. So okay, so this is a 5-minute chart, and the entry would have been 603 for a potential move up to 625, 630, and possible double top there, and then a little pullback, and then move higher. That was the plan. It did not work that way. It decided to. I was a little bit off this morning. I wasn't on my A game. Here, obviously, you could see a strong level of resistance here at this level here, which is 599. You can see clearly that it struggled to get past that level, 599. Well, it hit it once, it couldn't break. Hit it again, could not break. Hit it again, could not break. Again, could not break. Again, and it could not break. And finally it hit it again right before the market opened. 599 was the resistance level. A lot of big sellers at that level. So I was like, okay, well, definitely we're gonna see volume come in as soon as the market opens, and we're gonna see a strong break and easily break 603 and potentially 630 all in one break. So that's what I was kind of hoping for or watching for. And I got in with pretty heavy size on this one. I had pretty strong conviction on it. But it did not work that way. So it opened up out of the gates. It opened up at 589 and it hit 599. And as soon as I seen that green volume bar, there was like 11 million shares. As you can see, this big candle here, big volume bar, 11.5 million shares of volume traded in that one candle. So that's a lot. So it hit that wall at 599 and it could not break it. So I got in pretty heavy at 599, and I saw that it was not breaking, so I started unwinding my position. I got out some around 594, 590, then 580. I believe my lowest exit was 582, 583. It's just one of those that just don't work. And before I took the trade, I was in my mind, I was telling myself, okay, well, there's a big seller here. There's a 12,000 share seller at $5.99 or $6. So as soon as we see that level, we'll jump in. But for some reason, I jumped in before it, and it just didn't work. Here, I'll show you what it looked like. I'll show you what I'm seeing right before I. Okay, not that one. I'll show you what I'm seeing right before I take the trade. Let's see. This might be a little bit, just a few minutes longer video, but I'll kind of walk you through what I see right before the market. Okay, so here I'll explain it. So this is SRNE. This is our entry windows. This is what I use to trade my stocks every morning. In this box here is SRNE, is the stock that I'm watching. And here you have two prices. You have a price on the bid, price on the ask. And so what I look for is buying on the ask. A lot of green volume going through here. Red means selling on the bid. White means anything in between. And green means it's on the ask. 598. It's up here on the ask. So that's what I'm watching for as soon as the market opens. The market opens at 8:30. As soon as it opens at 8:30 and I see green buying at $6, I go in and for the break, I move higher, possibly 620, 625, 630, somewhere around those levels. Well, here we'll see what So the market opens in 10 seconds, and what we're going to see here is we're going to see a tap of 599.6, or I believe 599, and a lot of green going through here. So that's when I jump in heavy on size, and it just does not break that level. So I start selling my position half and halves. Finally, I get out around 582. Well, here you go. Quick little preview. We got about 5 seconds for the market. I'm getting my order ready down here. We got 598. Here we go. About to open. Okay, green, green, green. Boom, I jumped in with 1,300 shares. No breaking that level. So I'm like, oh crap, I need to get out of this. Start selling there at 90. There's a big bid here. Okay, so it broke that support. So I'm like, okay, I need to bail out of this. It's just not working. So I end up stopping out around here. 85 was my last exit. So that was a matter of 25 seconds. The trade lasted 25 seconds. Unfortunately, it was a loss. It was probably around $100 loss, but it could have easily gone the other way. So that was that trade, and it just didn't work. The rest of the day, it just failed. It failed, popped up to VWAP and failed, and it was just weak the rest of the day on that stock. The next stock we traded was OBLN. This was a cheaper stock, so I was a little bit hesitant about jumping in. It was trading on 85 cents, popped up to $1.50. So here we'll jump into the 1 minute chart. OBLN 1 minute chart. Here you can see it was trading around this level, which is 90 cents pre-market. So it opened. It hit a high of 95. It pulled back. It hit $1, broke $1, broke VWAP to the upside. We had a little pullback here at 111, but again, it was too cheap. It was hitting the scanners, the high of day scanners, but I was like, no, it's too cheap. It ended up halted up here at 128. So here I actually did try to take a stab at it. I did not get filled. So here it broke 111. It hit a high of 120 something. It pulled back, and I could clearly see 120 was an entry level. So I placed some orders to buy. I did not get filled any shares, and it went up to a halt. It halted for 5 minutes. Usually when they halt going up, they resume higher. So this one halted at 128, and it resumed from the halt at 141. So that's nice. A nice 13 cents of profit, or 13 cents of higher that it opened. It opened at 141, hit a high of 146, and here I jumped in basically as soon as the resumption. I jumped in around 140, and I ended up selling up here around 144. It was almost like a break-even trade. Or actually, yeah, no, I jumped in at 144. Yes, I jumped in at 144, and then jumped in some more at 140. 144 was the high of that candle. I jumped some at 140, and then it just failed. I ended up stopping at around 134 on that one. As you can see here in these orange candles, these were my entries. Got in here, there, and then I ended up selling down here. So here we saw it pulled back, and I saw that it was pulling back, I saw that 140 was clearly another entry for a possible break of this high, which is 146. So I jumped in at 140, and hit a high of 148. I did not get shares filled up that high, but it was just a small win on that trade. On these white candles, white arrows, jumped in 140, hit a high of 148. So today overall, I would say that we had quite a bit of volume on SRNE. It was pretty choppy. We had some other clear ones, some other clean stocks that were moving. I don't remember their names. Was it Alt? I don't remember. Yeah, this one made a move. I don't remember how it was trading though. But so that's kind of something to keep an eye on, or remember. You had the cheap one that worked, OBLN, and we had SRNE, previous former runner, but today was just really choppy, and so we want to keep that in mind. that some of these stocks are popping up, but they're not holding up. That's a lot that we had today. We had a lot of stocks that hit the scanners. They made a move higher, but they failed. So that's just that's bearish, and that's something to be aware of. All right, guys. So that's all I have. Any questions? Just let me know, and I'll be glad to help.